I'm Dara O'Brien. Merry Christmas. 2020 has been a brilliant year. So what better way... That, by the way, was intended as a joke, but clearly the Zoom audience either didn't get it... I'm sorry we've chosen the only Zoom audience going. It has been a really brilliant year. It's been really amazing. What a great year this has been. So, good evening. I'm Dara O'Brien. Merry Christmas to you all. I think we'll all agree that 2020 has been a wonderful year. So, what better way to round off a truly magical 12 months than with our traditional festive special, featuring outtakes, best bits and unseen material. It's going to be the best Christmas ever. We really should have rewritten this for this year. What did Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitty warn people not to do this Christmas?
Hug their nan.
Hug their nans, yes.
The exact phrase he used, he did that, you know, asking the question hypothetically. He says, do I recommend you hug and kiss your elderly relatives? No, I do not. And I felt like going, well, no, because it would just sound like a weird thing for you, a stranger, to recommend I do. Weird thing to have a government officer come on TV and go, Ed, hug and kiss your elderly relatives.
Do it now.
Watching me
do it now.
You almost shouldn't have brought it up, because then for everyone who's looking to inherit, it's like, oh, that's a good idea.
Nah.
You know, it's the reverse psychology of it.
He clearly does have to say that kind of stuff because he's got to keep a lid on it. But in Harry Potter terms, he is an optimism dementor.
They said to him, oh, what will you be doing for Christmas? And he said, I will be on the wards. In a way that makes it seem that Chris, for Christmas, is just going to walk around hospitals going, not him. Save that one, but not that one. There is nothing we can do for this one. Happy Christmas. The people going, I want to come here for me tonsils. I want to come here for tonsils.
It does feel a bit like that, though, because you see the sage... It's not just him, it's the sage recommendations.
Yes.
One of the sage recommendations, if you have your granny over on Christmas Day, it says, put your granny at the end of the table, nearest an open window. So if you won't get the thing, but she will freeze to death. So that's...
It was quite unhelpful to them to go, like, no, by all means have family over, but seat them 2 metres apart. And you're going, oh, yeah, because it's very easy to source a 40-metre-long table in December.
Putting your granny in the window makes it sound like you're trying to sell her.
Hey, it's almost January. Transfer window opens 3 weeks later.
How much is that granny in the window?
Do you know what else is a sage recommendation for Christmas?
What is?
Combine it with onion and make a lovely stuffing to go with your turkey.
What are the recommendations have they made in terms of behaviour at Christmas?
They've said if you are carolling, everyone needs to face the same way when you're carolling.
Right.
As opposed to all those carolling gangs that like to meet up and then scream carols at each other as they approach each other from opposite ends of an alleyway.
Yeah.
Good King Wenceslas last looked at.
In space news, which is always put in just to make me happy, what was notable about the SpaceX Dragon capsule, which took 4 astronauts to the International Space Station this week?
It was his private taxi.
I'm worried about privatisation of space travel, because if I know anything about privatisation of transport, those astronauts are coming back in a replacement bus.
Anyone know what it is? Did you see the picture of it? It looked like a sort of stormtrooper that had been fired.
It has a sad face.
Oh.
There it is.
It's even got tears down its cheek.
It's R2-D2 at C-3PO's funeral.
It looks like a Cyberman that's just read the latest script and it's not in it.
Would you be happy with a bit of space? I can imagine you as a space tourist. You'd be up for that, wouldn't you?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, totally,
travelling up there
yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what? I don't think it's impossible that you will go there. I mean, you won't go on SpaceX, but if Megabus ever launched a rocket... Do you think we will go back into lockdown? It does seem quite likely, doesn't it? Because everybody's very competitive. So the Welsh have now got fire break, haven't they? And we're talking about circuit break. And the Scots have got extra tiers, haven't they?
They have.
Up to tier 4, it's about the same as ours, but tier 5, it's got different restrictions on movement. So in tier 5, Nicola Sturgeon just stares at you, and you're not allowed to move until she turns round.
By the way, speaking of Nicola Sturgeon, how does she reassure Scottish children?
She said that Santa Claus is a key worker.
Yes.
And will be using his magic to protect him from COVID. And everybody just went, see how effectively she lies.
Wouldn't it have been better for every parent for her to have just grabbed the opportunity and told the kids that Santa died of coronavirus?
And it was their fault.
Yeah.
And you were naughty and Santa died of coronavirus. That'd get them shush around the house, wouldn't it?
What's going to be downsized this Christmas?
I hope it's not the hat you get in Crackers. Because you must have an absolute nightmare with that already.
It's like a fez on me. Meanwhile, what is a must-have toy for kids this Christmas?
It's a flamingo, isn't it?
It is a flamingo.
I think it's called the Go-Go... Gotta Go.
The Gotta Go
Gotta Go
Flamingo.
Flamingo, which is a flamingo that eats sherbet
Oh, have you got one?
and then goes for a poo.
Here he is.
Oh,
It's lovely, right? And it does very... Here, let me actually turn the thing on.
Did people go, ah, before they saw it was sat on a toilet?
It comes with a toilet.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's supposed to repeat what you say. Hello, bird.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's supposed to repeat what you say. Hello, bird.
Oh, so it's what you get one if you don't already have an annoying little brother.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
It looks like every contestant on week 3 of Strictly.
Okay, hang on. Okay. First, it can't prove that. You've got to feed it. You got to... Oh, hello. Okay,
This is the most wanted toy at
This is it.
Christmas.
This is what kids...
This is how they make foie gras.
Okay, and then you close its mouth, and then it sits there, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Got to go. I have got to go. It's one of Taylor Swift songs.
Uh-oh.
What are you about to do?
Is it going to go?
It might be about to go. And so, yeah, so this is how Christmas morning will be spent, waiting for this bird to possibly...
And so, yes, this is how Christmas morning was spent, waiting for this bird.
It actually sounds more Irish than you did. It's weird.
this is like when they choose a new pope. Like, how long is this going to take?
I really wish that this was how they chose a new pope. That would be, well, wonderful news from the Vatican. The bird has shot. Yeah. The sacred bird has pooed.
Well, news from the Vatican, the bird has shot.
Why was Nottingham's Christmas market forced to close just one day after opening?
Because it wasn't Christmas.
No, it's now Christmas.
There were too many people at the Christmas market,
Yep.
and it reached a stage where they had to call the police. So was this the first time that they'd ever had to get in touch with a sheriff of Nottingham, and he's like, oh, now you need me?
My favourite thing is when you go shopping and then you get annoyed that other people are shopping at the same time.
Yes.
It's like when you go to Thorpe Park on a Wednesday and you're like, what are you doing here? Why don't you have jobs?
I feel the same way about how difficult it is to stockpile things because everybody else is panic buying them.
I'm simply building up my supplies of toilet paper. You are panicking, and that is not the same thing. No, in Nottingham, they called off the Christmas market because it was too popular. There were too many people there.
Yeah, they basically, having just freshly come out of lockdown, they put on a massive market and were really surprised when people showed up.
You'd be so gutted if you died of COVID after that, though, wouldn't you? You're like, what finally finished you up? I just couldn't resist that £8 hot dog and some tepid mulled wine.
I would say this may be a chance, if I can say, for the nation to maybe press pause on the whole German market thing, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of
No way.
Wiener Schnitzel, and really...
This is our last chance. We've got Brexit round the corner. I can see why they'd go and risk their lives for their last taste of that sweet stroop waffle and curry verse.
I someone in Southampton, on the shopping plaza of Southampton, and it was a fairly desultory Christmas market, but it was and you know, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, there were a few people having drinks, and there was one guy with one of those alpine horns, a long alpine, this is pre-social distancing, but he had a long, going, and he would place it from his standing position on various tables in a kind of an irritating way. So people would be having a drink, and then the alpine horn would just appear beside them, and he goes... And he got to one table, two guys who were just trying to have a pint and decided this is where they should go, and he put it on the table, and when he started, one of the guys just picked up a pretty full pint and just poured it into the top of the alpine horn. So it really quickly became...
What I wouldn't give to see that Alpine horn player's furlough application.
Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask you to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features the England football team.
OK, Harry, well, let's go through it again. There's a corner. You make a late run and you head it in. Do you remember that? There's a corner, you make a late run and you head it. There's a corner, you make a late run and you head it in. Do you get that? Not really, no. Anyway, meet Harry Kane. Oh, brilliant. Harry, who will actually talk to me. I understand that you're the bubbly, effervescent member of the squad.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the bubbly, effervescent member of the squad. I try to be as bubbly and effervescent as I can. It's difficult sometimes to be as bubbly and... What are you doing with your hands?
Right, Harry, get it. Look, we've done it in the World Cup. There's a corner, you make a late run, and you head it in. It's a corner, Harry. It's a late run, and you head it... Do you get it? No, not really. No, I don't really. So, just keep it quiet, but I had a text from Mason Greenwood and Phil Foden that there is a party going on here. This afternoon. That's right, well, we don't have to do any social distancing, we don't have to spread out, so I'd love to take part. I've bought some poppers. So, Harry, for the last time, there's a corner, you make a late run, and you head it in. You head it in. Just pretend it is a Greek policeman. A Greek policeman. You head it, honestly, you couldn't get arrested. Oh.
Thank you very much, you.
I just think it's a waste of money. I think if you want an exotic bird that shits herself, you just need to feed me cheese.
I can't believe this is the reason there's going to be another toilet paper shortage.
Oh, hello. Hang on. What's that?
Oh, yeah.
It's crowning! It's crowning! I can't believe I'm going to have to call my girlfriend and she says, why is the recording run late? We were all waiting for a plastic flamingo to do a shit.
Go or get off the pot.
I've got to retire when I'm 65, so I'm just...
Imagine if this was the reason that Boris's press conference was late.
In other news, and this is the big news story, I'm amazed it's taken us this long to get to it. What happened to a dormouse on the Isle of Wight this week?
It got trapped in a bird feeder.
It got trapped in a bird feeder. Oh. How did it get trapped in the bird feeder? There it is, trapped. See the way we've raised the mood?
They're all going, oh, isn't it cute? He fell asleep in a bird feeder. Yeah, I fell asleep at an all-you-can-eat buffet and I got asked to leave.
He doesn't look that upset by it. He looks perfectly
He's
happy.
fine. He went in to get food. Now he's trapped with food. He's about to hibernate anyway.
Is this the big relaunch of Eat Out to Help Out?
It's my dream to be trapped somewhere and the only solution be to eat my way out.
Oh.
Did he get out, by the way? I mean, I'm concerned for the...
He was gotten out. They contacted the Hampshire Dormouse Group to free it, and they said, look, it said, and this is an actual quote from the Hampshire Dormouse Group, it's safe to say this fatty will survive hibernation just fine. Wow.
That's so weird. My mum
said the same thing about me at the start of lockdown too.
I mean, if the dormouse can't do anything else, it's going to know how to use a door, isn't it? Is that what...
It's not what...
Get out. I've done so many episodes of this show, and that is the dumbest joke you've ever
Merry Christmas.
Moving on, OK. What's going on here?
This is me and my homies going to the sperm bank.
They are actually very lucky to get this shot at all, because this is Zanussi's new walking, talking washing machine.
Jones, I know I don't take part in these rounds, but it does look like somebody bleached the minions.
This is the state of dogging in 2020.
Is it going for a walk in Tier 5?
It looks like someone's bleached the minions.
Dara, guess which one of those is going to get used?
It's hideous! That's industrial espionage, essentially.
Little do you know, there's a volcano just there, and this is actually how they make lava lamps.
It looks like someone's bleached the minions. I'm just giving them options, Dara.
Is this the wedding party at my big fat Muslim wedding?
Guys, you know Ishan is Muslim, right? You've all been reacting like I said, though.
I have to say, on the left of the picture, that is a very odd place to put a yellow heated towel rail.
Is this the reception at my big fat Muslim wedding?
I tell you what, it looks like someone's bleached the minion. That's a choice of 3.
4? At least allow me into the choice.
I'm quite glad to see that the COVID restrictions haven't hit the porn industry too hard. But it does look a bit like someone's bleached them.
I am never joining in again. That's it. 15 years I waited to join in. I finally joined in, and you just bullied me out of it. From here on in, I'll just do the buzzing. That's all I do. That's my life. Does anyone tell us what it actually is?
It could be 2 things. Either. I think this is a story about America, where they found a massive hornet's nest, which there's a sort of Asian type of hornet which has made its way into North America.
Could be that.
They've got rid of with a vacuum thing, or someone has bleached.
I'll tell you what, it better shit gold by the end of this.
It's been so long now, I need a poo.
Yeah.
Oh, did it go?
Oh.
No, it didn't. That was me breaking its neck.
Well, that was a very successful segment.
Wasn't it? Meanwhile, what weather phenomenon has been causing chaos in Scotland?
Oh, it was sunny.
It's not the sun, surprisingly.
Thunder snow.
Thunder snow.
Nickname for my cock.
Genuinely a meteorological... By the way, the weather, rather than his general... is genuinely a meteorological phenomenon, right? Not you. You're not a meteorologist. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear thunder snow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is thunder snow as heard from Edinburgh.
I mean, if you're the sort of person who's scared of fireworks, yes, I imagine that's quite worrying.
Ed, now I understand why it's the nickname for your cock, because dogs are scared of it.
I'd have to say your cock sounds like it needs oiling.
There's a lot of noise, but it's very difficult to see.
So Santa Claus apparently is immune. It was actually, according to... What did Nicola Sturgeon say Santa Claus was?
Fat? Scottish?
Neither Foxy nor Scottish.
In favour of independence.
No, didn't crowbar that in.
Sexy.
Not sexy. No, these answers are getting further and further away from the actual answer.
Surprisingly well hung.
No, did not say that. Very much did not say it.
A generous lover?
No.
A little bit racist, but in a fun way.
All of these things are probably true. However, no, she says that Santa's a key worker, and therefore kids shouldn't be worried about him.
Do you think it might embolden kids in a sort of shopping centre scenario, though, with, like, someone dressed as Santa? They're going to cough in their mouths and go, it's all right, you're immune.
I saw you as a 4-year-old.
I inhabit the character.
You getting your words wrong. Oh, so nice. In other news, what major announcement did Boris Johnson make this week? I'll do that with less joyous. Has there been a backlash for Conservative MPs?
Well, Ben Bradley apparently said that there's people taking their food vouchers and using them to bleach minions.
So far, Spider-Man has beaten the Green Goblin. He's beaten Venom. But in this next film, can he beat his biggest foe of all, humans that might swallow him in their sleep? I sound like I'm pissed.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do this as naturally as I can. I'll do this as naturally as be in the middle. This picture is from the Delaware you made. I'll do it naturally. Okay, sorry. This picture here.
Stand, if you will, at this picture that the Delaware Humane Association.
But it is haunted! This photo was taken by CNN White House correspondent Caitlin Collins. Thank you, Caitlin.
Science. How do you bleach a minion?
What better way to round off a truly magical 12 months than with our traditional festive special feature? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I have to do it again. Traditional special. Our traditional festive special featuring. Really? That's what you fucking gave me? Our traditional festive special, comma, featuring, comma would have been handy, outtake, no. Meanwhile, what weather phenomenon has been causing chaos in Scotland? And is also the name for Ed's cock. That's right. That's right. Light drizzle. You're kidding me. I just want to see if they can get this.
Right. To be fair, he has had more time to digest now.
Has it done a poo since we did it?
It's literally rammed full of stuff.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new pope. Oh. Nothing than the festive sight of a flamingo pooing. It's actually really undermining to have this bird just repeat exactly what I say in a high-pitched voice. You might as well just go...
It's actually really undermining to have this bird just repeat exactly what I say in a high-pitched voice. You might as well just go...
OK, here we go. The first subject is commercials that never made it to air.
Do you have a crippling addiction to masturbation and biscuits? Try working from home.
This sofa is full price.
Want to get compliments on how much weight you've lost? Buy a massive pair of trousers and stand like this all the time.
If you like clouds and you like oceans, we've got both. Sky Atlantic.
8 out of 10 cats prefer your neighbour's house. Cats are traitors.
Fire in the hole! Try Caniston.
We sell our turkeys in wooden coffins so that you can pretend it's a funeral and have 30 people round for Christmas.
This advert cost hundreds of thousands of pounds to make. Please don't skip it in 3, 2, 1, you fucking bastard.
Bat soup, the delicious taste of 6 months off.
Airbnb. Yes, that is your sofa in that porn film.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's theft.
Please, please buy our product. We really need to buy our product. We're going to go under if you don't buy our product. We are Corona Lager.
Superdry, conveniently named after the effect wearing it has on women.
Ryanair. Not just an airline, it's also the name of our cheapest sandwich. Rye and air.
Poundland condoms. You get what you pay for, yeah?
Rhys James, because Ed Gamble's busy.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear at Christmas.
I love all 7 of you.
Well, you know what they say, giving is receiving, so get to work.
Well, darling, we can mix households at Christmas, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to introduce you to my other family.
I don't know, I just kind of feel sad that 2020 is coming to an end. Well, it always sparks a great debate as to whether or not it technically counts as a Christmas film. But up next on BBC One, it's Santa's Little Spunkers.
Oh. Oh, a face mask. Lovely.
No, darling, you can't call him a Christmas cracker. His name's Santa Claus.
Bad news, I'm afraid. You have been diagnosed with COVID-19. And, oh, mistletoe.
OK, I'll do the joke. Why should you never buy the cheapest crackers available?
I just got in Merle. What did you get? You got in gold. Why don't we put all the presents in one big gift basket and just say it's from all of us?
Hello, darling, it's me, Mum. I've got nothing to say about your appearance.
And now, to sing us live into 2021, will you please welcome Chris Whitty and the Coronavirus Choir.
You know, it was actually Coca-Cola who invented the whole Santa wearing a red suit thing. Before that, he used to wear crotchless chaps and was known as Bastard Uncle Benji.
Whoa, all right, sorry, Mum, I just fancied turkey for breakfast. How was I supposed to know you were saving it?
Leg or breast? I was thinking arm. Are you sure you're qualified to administer a vaccine? Well, what a pity. You come out for a nice evening to watch the boys of the NYPD choir, and the evening is ruined by the toothless drunk couple behind you having a homophobic argument.
I know you don't like me being extravagant, so I spent hardly anything on you this year. Just got you something small. It's Debenhams.
You there, boy! What day is it? What's my name? Where am I?
Oh, you want a speech, do you? Where's your precious Olivia Colman now?
Who's for a glass of chicken cum? Sorry, I mean eggnog.
Can you at least say Merry Christmas? No! Now you stop. Merry Christmas.
No! Now you stop. Merry Christmas.
Is there anything that sums up 2020 Christmas more than a flamingo doing a shit?